Imagine the open road stretching endlessly before you, the hum of the engine a comforting lullaby, and the promise of freedom with every mile. For thousands of truck drivers across the United States, this wasn't just a dream. It was their livelihood, their passion, their very way of life. But what if I told you that one specific truck, one seemingly ordinary piece of machinery, became a nightmare on wheels, systematically dismantling careers, crushing spirits, and leaving a trail of broken lives in its wake? This isn't just a story about a faulty engine or a design flaw. It's about a vehicle that became an enemy, a silent destroyer of dreams for countless American truckers. Prepare to uncover the shocking truth behind the truck that no one wanted to drive, the truck that became a symbol of betrayal and despair. Before we dive deep into this harrowing tale, if you're as fascinated by the world of trucking as we are, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and share this video with fellow road warriors. Your support helps the Trucks Life channel bring you more untold stories from the asphalt jungle. Now, let's reveal the monster that lurked on America's highways. The culprit, the four-wheeled antagonist that became a symbol of frustration and financial ruin, was none other than the International Harvester Transtar II. This heavy-duty truck, particularly its models from the 1970s and early 1980s, haunted the dreams of many. While initially promising, often equipped with powerful engines like the Detroit Diesel 8V71 or the Cummins NTC 350, these weren't enough to compensate for its fundamental flaws. The Transtar II, in its various configurations such as the S-Series or the COF 4070B, was plagued by a relentless series of mechanical and electrical nightmares. Imagine being hundreds of miles from civilization, only for your truck's intricate wiring system to short out, leaving you stranded in the dark. Drivers frequently reported constant issues with the electrical components, everything from faulty gauges and flickering lights to complete power failures that would cripple the vehicle. These weren't minor inconveniences. They were critical breakdowns that cost precious time and, more importantly, money. Beyond the electrical chaos, the Transtar II suffered from chronic reliability problems in its powertrain and chassis. Its suspension systems were notorious for failing prematurely, leading to jarring rides and expensive repairs. The transmissions, while robust in theory, often developed issues that required significant downtime. But perhaps the most insidious problem was the sheer cost of maintenance. Parts were expensive, and repairs were complex, demanding specialized mechanics. Every breakdown wasn't just a delay. It was a deep dive into a driver's hard-earned saving, often leading to a vicious cycle of repairs that kept the truck off the road and the driver out of pocket. This wasn't just a vehicle. It was a financial black hole, swallowing profit and spitting out debt. Its design, while aiming for efficiency, ironically created a machine that was anything but, proving to be the ultimate test of endurance for those behind its wheel. The impact of the International Harvester Transtar II wasn't merely about mechanical failures, it was about the shattered lives and broken dreams left in its wake. Imagine John, a veteran driver with over 20 years on the road, pouring his life savings into one of these trucks. He envisioned independence, the freedom of being his own boss. Instead, he found himself trapped in a cycle of endless repairs. Every time his Transtar II broke down, and it was often, he lost a day's pay, sometimes a week's. He recounted spending more time waiting for parts or mechanics than actually hauling freight. The constant financial drain forced him to sell his family home, moving into a small apartment just to keep up with the overwhelming repair bill. His story, sadly, was not unique. Then there was Maria, a mother of two, who saw trucking as her path to a better life for her children. She saved diligently to buy a Transtar II, believing it would be her ticket to financial stability, but the truck became a bottomless pit. She described a terrifying incident where her vehicle completely lost power on a remote stretch of highway in the middle of a blizzard. Stranded, freezing, and with no cell service, she faced hours of agonizing uncertainty. These breakdowns weren't just inconvenient, they were life-threatening. The stress of constantly worrying about the next failure, the fear of being stranded in a dangerous area, took a severe toll on drivers' mental health. Many reported anxiety, depression, and even relationship breakdowns due to the perpetual strain. For owner-operators, the TransTar 2 was a one-way ticket to bankruptcy. The high acquisition cost, combined with the exorbitant and unpredictable maintenance expenses, meant that profitability was a mirage. Drivers couldn't secure steady contracts because their trucks were constantly in the shop. This led to repossessions, ruined credit scores, and the forced abandonment of once thriving careers. Fleet owners weren't immune either. Companies that invested heavily in these models saw their bottom lines decimated. The endless maintenance created operational bottlenecks, leading to missed deadlines and frustrated clients. Repair shops, while profiting from the frequent business, often struggled to keep up with the demand for specific, often scarce, parts. The domino effect was profound. The reliability issues led to a severe decline in driver morale, a growing distrust in manufacturers, and an overall sense of instability in the industry. For thousands, the open road, once a symbol of opportunity, became a daily reminder of a costly mistake, a pesadelo sobre rodas that systematically dismantled their livelihoods and dreams. The legacy of the TransTar 2 wasn't just mechanical, it was deeply human, etched into the memories of those who dared to call it their truck. The story of the International Harvester TransTar 2 serves as a potent reminder that in the demanding world of trucking, a vehicle is far more than just metal and machinery. It's a partner, a mobile office, and often the very foundation of a driver's livelihood. The pesadelo sobre rodas that this truck became for thousands of American drivers underscores a critical lesson: the importance of meticulous research, informed choices, and prioritizing reliability above all else when investing in a commercial vehicle. For those behind the wheel, their safety, well-being, and financial stability hinge on the performance of their equipment. The TransTar 2 taught a harsh lesson about the devastating domino effect of chronic mechanical failure, leading not only to financial ruin, but also to immense stress, mental anguish, and even physical danger. It highlighted how a single flawed product could ripple through an entire industry, impacting not just individual owner-operators, but also large trucking companies and the broader supply chain. Today, while the industry has evolved, the core principles remain. The legacy of trucks like the TransTar 2 should serve as a perpetual warning, urging both drivers and fleet managers to scrutinize vehicle history, understand common mechanical pitfalls, and never compromise on maintenance and safety. It's a testament to the resilience of the trucking community that they endured such trials, pushing through adversity. Ultimately, the story of this truck isn't just a tale of failure. It's a powerful narrative about the critical importance of dependable engineering and the profound impact a vehicle can have on the lives of those who rely on it every single day. The road ahead may be long, but armed with knowledge and caution, drivers can navigate it with greater confidence, ensuring that the pesadelo sobre rodas remains firmly in the past.